All right, Cathy's, we are back with another episode of Group Chat. #1 podcast in the world. I know other people are stealing that shit, but I started it.
We know them.
Yes. What's interesting is...
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. I'm struggling with hearing. I literally got sick. Allergies. I think I breathe too clearly now.
It's just going to your ears.
All the allergens are now going in my nose. I have too good of a nose. It's too much inhaling of allergens.
I think we congrats to Deepak for that. Or
Yeah.
you think the allergens? Oh, sorry. Because you can breathe, the allergens are the ones causing you problems. Sneaking in. Because before
maybe
they're
the whole
blocked.
thing backfired.
That's good.
I'm literally like sneezing all day.
I might see him tonight, so I'm going to ask him.
Ask him about my allergies. What's interesting is we're like in a very fun time of the year for sports.
Yep.
You have, obviously NFL, college football, baseball, preseason basketball starting, hockey starting. There's just a lot going on in the sports world. There's a lot of stuff in Europe and soccer.
USC Notre Dame this weekend for LA folks.
Big win for us, USC versus Michigan. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to jinx us. So I'm not talking about it. I'll talk if we win. I'm not talking about it. I'm very nervous.
Our friend who...
I don't want to know. I don't want to know if it's about winning or losing.
No. So we went 2 years ago with our friend Avi who took us. He wants to go, but he thinks it's bad juju.
I agree. I don't want him to go. I think he's going to get us a loss. I think no one should go.
Yeah, he's like, I don't feel good about it.
Yeah, don't go.
And he wanted to get the same group together.
Yeah. It would have been fun, but I can't go there and lose again.
No.
I can't. I'm not good at a road loss. Home, I get to go home at least. But there's a recurring theme that I'm seeing every single day in all the sports I'm watching.
What's that?
The young man's name, Jesus Christ.
He's not young.
He was.
At some point. But, the thing is, I know in our chats, we keep posting all the players. That's been going on forever.
I know.
But the general public,
yes,
I agree, is different.
I'll tell you why. They've always said it. It's getting amplified now. And this is...
so can you explain what's going on? Because I don't think we did a good job.
It comes down to when I said in my prediction, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I
think it was this year.
Yeah. I said Jesus Christ is back. And, we joke about JC. JC is #1. It's because this is a function of so many people, particularly young men, post-COVID, were lost. They were really lost because COVID really crushed everyone's spirit. And you were in the dark webs of the internet. You lost community. You lost if you're a student, you weren't hanging out with your friends. And there's so many paths people went. Some people went fucking crazy, alt-right, Antifa, got radicalized, and we're seeing this in a lot of these shootings. Some people found God.
Yeah.
And that is what's interesting about what's happening in sports. It's becoming cool again. There was a time not too long ago where religion was not taken seriously anymore. And I feel like now it's just think about it. Just think about it from this perspective between Christianity, Judaism, Islam, these all are thriving.
And Hinduism is billion plus.
Yeah. And so it is now living in America, you see those three religions in front of your face all the time now, especially if you live in LA and New York, where it's a very diverse audience. And so what's interesting is a lot of stats got released today about particularly what's going on in some of these momentum in the religion category. And the biggest, the numbers were actually quite shocking on the pace at which I think 41% increase in Bible sales.
42, yeah.
42%. There was a huge increase in, what else was there? App downloads, 79%. Christian music streaming up 50%. Even in my Spotify, in like the channels that I'll listen to, Jesus is sneaking in.
Yeah. No,
I see him. He's popping up.
I don't think it's surprising at all, because if you think about anyone that was 17 to 20 during 2020, when COVID lockdowns happened, you couldn't go to school, you couldn't do all these different things, you can't hang out with your friends. You went through a pretty dark place, I would imagine. We were old enough to be able to handle it. Yeah. Our problem was managing kids, which is very different. But as adults, we were able to navigate the situation and figure out how to make things as normal as possible. But those kids couldn't, because they're already kind of like too old to be relying on their parents, because they already don't want to listen to their parents. Mm-hmm. So now they're trying to figure out real life. And you got to imagine there was a lot of dark days with that cohort.
Yeah.
Right. And now they're 25, 26, 27 in the workforce, in the NFL, in the NBA, in all these different leagues. And they had to find, like, look, I'm not religious you know me, I'm not a very religious person, but even in like my dark days dealing with Mav, I'd consider it.
Yeah. Yeah, God's there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that I'm actually very excited that religion is back in this country. Yeah. Mainly because I think it's a net positive. Obviously, people like to, anything that's good obviously has its issues, and there's issues with being ultra religious and some of the stuff that's happened. But like, I do think it's net positive. I think specifically there's a loneliness problem in this country and in the world generally. And religion is the best place to find community, because genuinely most people are well-intentioned.
So, and I also think the benefit of religion, because our daughter goes to a Presbyterian school.
Yeah. JC.
JC. Chapel twice a week. Yeah. We go every Tuesday, Friday. And I will say it creates discipline.
Yeah.
Regardless of what your view on which religion you want to worship and what God you want to worship, religion across all boards actually creates discipline.
Yep.
Creates what is good integrity.
Yep.
How do you be a good person?
Yep.
And those are all good values. And I
agree.
And I think a lot, I know people that aren't even Catholic that want to send their kids to Catholic elementary school. Because like, I want that discipline.
What's interesting is when we were touring schools for our oldest, we checked out a local school that's a religious Catholic school, and we went to the mass that they have. And it's LA, so it's progressive. There's Hinduism, there's Jewish kids up there. There's everything. It's just more about spirituality than it is about just religion. But I agree. I think it's awesome. And it's like, whatever they're preaching is all generally, it's like all good
I
things.
hear the stories at chapel. It's really good lessons.
Yeah. It's
for
great
kids to understand.
Don't steal that apple.
Yeah. But they're also welcoming. So like Monday at the Presbyterian school, we're doing the volley presentation.
Yeah.
They're okay with it.
I don't think that's in all cases. I think that's an LA thing.
Maybe it's an LA thing, but they also open chapel saying all faiths are welcome.
Okay, so when I was 16, that
was a long time.
Okay, I know. Okay, that was almost 30 years ago. I went with one of our Korean friends to their church because he kept inviting me.
The Koreans are different. Shout out Jeff Choi. He listens to the pod. He's a pastor.
Okay, but is this church Korean? I want to ask Jeff Choi this. I'm going to tell the story. This is in Granada
He's
Hills.
in a very conservative sect of Christianity.
Okay, so this kid was Protestant. In 1996, he kept inviting me for Friday night.
I know who it is.
Yes, I go. Pastor comes, and he goes, "What's your name?" Whatever, and I go, "I'm friends with so and so." Okay, great. Do you believe in God? And I go, yeah. He go, what God do you? I'm like, I'm Hindu.
He said, you're going to hell.
He said to my face, I'm going to hell. And so I laugh, obviously, because I'm like, oh, fuck you.
You're 16.
Yeah. I mean, if someone told me now I'm going to hell.
But to think about it, hey, at 16, you got arrested right after that.
Yeah, so maybe I am going to hell. I'm like Trump.
You went to jail.
You remember Trump? Yeah. Trump was like, I'm not going to heaven.
He told you that,
Yeah.
and then you went to jail.
Yeah, he cursed me. Fuck him. But he says that. I laugh. I end up talking to my friend on the way out. I was like, yeah, that was kind of intense. He's like, yeah, well, you're going to hell.
He said it. Your own 16-year-old counterparty, who I know who you're talking about.
Yes. He said, you're going to hell. I was like, all right.
Did he laugh, or he just thought it, like,
no,
matter
he
of
was
fact?
dead serious. Like,
Matter of
yeah,
fact.
if you're not following us, like, where are you going? So to your point about welcoming, I don't know.
In
Once you
Mississippi,
leave-
are they going to have a Diwali celebration at the Presbyterian school?
Absolutely not.
Alabama?
No.
Where do you think it turns?
Texas.
Florida, maybe?
Texas.
You think Texas, they'll do
There's
it?
too many Indians.
A
There's
lot of Indians. Dallas, tons of Indians in Dallas.
Dallas, Austin, and there's a revolt against Indians in Texas because there's too many Indians. They're like taking over the community.
I'm curious, Florida.
Absolutely not.
You don't think
Maybe Miami. I don't think like
Palm Beach?
fuck no.
I know Tampa and those parts, definitely not.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think Texas, you're fine. I think California, generally, you're going to see everything. New York, you'll see everything. I think Illinois, everything.
Yeah,
But-
Illinois
But
for
like,
sure.
I don't think. Yeah, I have no idea. But I'm curious if a 16-year-old Hindu boy walks into Sunday school or whatever Friday night. It was like youth night, I think, at his church, and someone comes from outside. Are they just straight out telling, "Yo, bro, you know, you're welcome to hang out here, but you're going straight to hell."
But do they give you the out, like convert, and you don't go to hell?
Basically, he did. He was trying to sell me on the dream. I was like, "Hey, what do you got? What's the package here? What do we get? We
Can
get
we
some
show
merch.
proof?
You get something like you know, sell me. Don't just tell me I'm going to like." Telling me I'm going to hell is not a selling point for me.
No, it's leading
'Cause
with negativity.
I like heat.
But I think you burn to eternity.
What?
I think
I don't
that's
know.
the
I'd
point
rather
of
be
hell.
hot than cold. I don't know what the temperature's like up there. Down there is hot. I'm more, of a
You're
Cabo,
not going to be on a beach.
I'm more of a Cabo guy than an Aspen
The whole
guy.
point of hell is that burning sensation is eternity. So you have that
So
burning
you're constantly burning.
Yeah, you're constantly burning.
You don't just die?
No.
Oh.
Just burn for the rest of your existence.
That's tough.
Imagine this building burns down and you just have to stay in the fire for eternity.
I bet you're alive.
Yes.
Fuck! That's horrible.
That's
Who
hell.
wishes that on people? Who wishes that on a
Your
16
boy
year old?
did.
Yes. Yeah. That is horrific. That's what the dream they're selling?
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, yeah, if you're like 12 and you told someone, like, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Who wants to burn for the rest of
Yeah, they got to start younger if you want to convert kids.
16 was still too late.
16 is too late to convert. I think the only time people are converting, like call it as an adult, is because for a significant other.
Yeah.
Like if you're married.
I know plenty of people have converted even in their 30s.
But
for the
a
purposes
significant
of
other.
marriage.
Yeah. For marriage, I get. I don't know if people are converting at 40 years old to a brand new religion. Like you were a Christian and now you're becoming Hindu. Like, I don't know if that's happening.
If the spouse demands it.
Without spouse.
Oh, no.
What's
That's
the
not happening. Less than 1%.
Yeah. I would say 1% of that.
0.10.
But I want to know from Jeff Choi, are you just telling people they're burning in hell?
Let's find out. He
Yeah.
listens.
DM us. All right, moving on. I found this very fascinating. Santa Clara Law School. If you don't know where Santa Clara is, it is the suburb of San Francisco. It is where the great Steve Nash went.
Yep.
Santa Clara College. I don't know if this is the same as Santa Clara Law School. I don't know if
He didn't go to law school.
I know, but I'm just saying if it's the same campus that Steve Nash played on. Really, really interesting piece of information came out of there today, or actually yesterday, that they just announced their 2026, 2027 tuition for law school in 25, 26 this year. Guess what the tuition is?
I read the article, but so
okay,
go ahead.
$63,000 a year. In 2015, 10 years ago, it was $43,000. So it's gone up 50% in 10 years. Next year, the tuition will be $50,000. Capped. Unbelievable. And I do think this is a huge turning point. This is going to force other people's hand. Even though Santa Clara it's not Harvard, but like,
no, it's a great school.
It's a great school. It's in the suburbs of San Francisco.
And so you get the network of all of Silicon Valley.
Yeah. So it's a great location, great opportunity, great school, cap tuition. You're going to see an increase in
It's a great marketing tool for them.
Yeah.
To get super smart folks that don't want to be, in debt. It's a $20,000 delta to go to Harvard in debt.
A year. Yeah.
So that's $80,000.
Yeah. That's $80,000 less to pay back. So I think,
because if you want to rewind to when I was in high school, which is now freaking long time ago, 2001, what USC did, which was brilliant, and this might be the Santa Clara solution, is they basically did two things. They started giving aggressive academic scholarships, which weren't available around the rest of the country.
And they changed
and then the 8-year med program.
Yeah.
So you're guaranteed med school as long as you hit a 27 in your MCAT, which is a pretty baseline score. If you were going to go to med school, like you're getting in. And it made, I know plenty of friends that got into Yale, got into Stanford, got into all these different schools, but they came to USC because A, it was free.
Yeah.
And B, they guaranteed med school.
Yeah.
And USC, if you look at the trajectory from my entering class to today, it's been a straight line up on SAT scores.
Yeah.
And it's because of this program.
Yeah.
They got the smartest kids to be like, you don't have to go into debt. Because most people don't have parents that can pay for their school.
Yeah.
They have to take on individual debt.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, if you want to go to med school, we got you.
Yeah.
And USC just took off. And now USC is like an elite school, which probably more parents than I do that have older kids. It's impossible to get into.
Yeah. Impossible to get into school in California. But
and Santa Clara might be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
They're going to turn some Yale kids,
of course,
some Harvard law school kids, like, I save $80K in debt.
I think that if college can figure out the pricing issue, because that is their biggest problem today, it is the pricing issue. I think you could turn around this ecosystem and this negativity around, you don't have to go to college. Because here's the thing. If you have money, your kid's going to fucking college. Why not? It's fun. Who cares what you learn? It's 4 years of like...
And the thing is, like, let's take Santa Clara, right? They did this pretty aggressive move, which I think is great. And they're going to turn so many freaking talented kids to go there instead of other schools.
Yeah.
Those kids are going to go become, partners at whatever firm or partner at Google, like a law firm, whatever, not general counsel.
Yeah.
And they're going to donate back.
Yeah. And then you start creating. That's my point. Is like you don't have to take it from the students. There's so many ways.
Did you see this? Like, this is kind of off topic, but not, because Stanford, there's a guy he played in the 60s at Stanford University football. He's now like some super insanely wealthy private equity guy. He believes football changes life.
Yeah.
He gave $50 million to the football team. It can only be used to the football.
I like it.
Because he's like, he's like, that's what changed my life.
Yeah. That would change my life. A couple national titles. I agree with
that. He played.
Yeah. I didn't even play.
I know you didn't. But that's what you can kind of engender with all this stuff.
Of course. And I think
50 million, there's no one in all of NCAA that one single person's donated 50 million to NIL.
Is it only for NIL? It's not for stadium and shit?
No, it's for NIL.
You'd be like, you better get a goddamn quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy's probably like, I'm 70 years old. I want a natty before I die.
Yeah, and Andrew Luck's the GM. So he's like, Luck, go get me a QB, get me a line.
I love that. I just love that, like, college football is
And
a money
He
train.
put it that you cannot use it for anything else.
Yeah,
but
if
football.
anyone learns off this fucking dollar, I'm taking it back. I don't want to see a math equation, a book, nothing. But I think,
and I like that. It's his money. He can do whatever he wants.
And I think there's enough money to fund these fucking college. I went to the USC Michigan game and I walked through. I haven't been on campus in so long.
Same. I went just for the pre-campus
Yeah,
stuff.
but just walking through campus, I was like, college is I would love to be back here, just fucking around, just kind of learning whatever it is. But like, I think like, I have had this feeling. Everyone says you don't need to go to college, and you're the biggest sayer of that. I don't think you have to go for the purpose of a job or a career. I think you want to go because it's fun.
So here's my takeaway because I walked the whole campus. I walked the village. By the way, the USC Village is like the Grove.
It's insane.
Like I hadn't seen it.
Yeah,
since it's been.
So I've been to that a couple times for meetups and stuff.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
There's nail salons.
Yeah.
There's fitness center.
They're gonna put an air wand there soon.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
But so I walked that, and then I walked the entire campus. I walked by where my old freshman dorm was. It's gone.
Yeah.
I walked into the Lion Center just to see, which is the gym, and then I walked everywhere.
Did you walk where everyone was tailgating though? Like
I walked. So here's my takeaway.
Yeah.
It was all people over the age of 30.
Yeah.
And when we were in college, it was 20-year-old kids.
Yeah.
I didn't see young folks.
So I saw them when you were, they were at the game.
Okay.
So, but I did see when I was driving, I'm parking, kind of like the frat sorority row. All the kids in their gear were going there. I think they pre-party there now.
Instead of
and
the
then
campus.
just walk.
Because in our era, 25 years ago, it was you have to go on campus.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's just
and
changed.
it's actually become a little corporate. All the nice areas are tented off.
Tented off. Yeah. So
the kids are just going to the row.
Yeah. But my point is that like college is fun. It's not going anywhere. If they could fix the pricing issue, like if USC can figure out to get to $30,000 a year.
Yeah,
it might become number one school.
They should.
Why not? Fuck the whole market up. Well, I don't understand why one school is not thinking of fuck it. Why do we fire half these fucking useless administrators? There's so many people. There's an admin for this, admin for that. Fuck it. Fire them all. Get rid of it. Go lean. Focus on a good experience for students at a price that they can afford.
If they divide it, so it's $60K, right? I think.
Yeah. More, I think now.
65?
Yeah.
I don't think it's 70.
Some of these schools are.
So if they went to 30, they would be the top 5 school in the country.
Yes. Instantly. And you would get the money elsewhere. You'll get donations.
These kids are all going to be CEOs.
Yes, and then you'll get the money. And that's my point. It's like they all have large endowments. You can weather a 10-year storm. You have enough to take 10 years of lumps.
It's not a bad idea. I think you're right. I think if USC would be $30K, which is what it was when we were in college, it would be a top 5 school in the country.
On that topic, so one of the things at when I had dinner with Gary Vaynerchuk and the crew of people, he asked a question: how many of you grew up humbly? Because they were talking about like everyone's beginnings, it's a lot of immigrants, stuff like that.
What's that definition?
So everyone raised their hand. I didn't. And I was like, he kept looking at me. Are you going to raise your hand? I'm like, no. I'm like, what does humbly mean? What the fuck does that mean? And I thought to myself, I was going to raise my hand. And I'm like, my parents paid for me to go to USC, full pop, and did not take a loan. You know what I mean? Like, that's
not humble.
That's not humble, right? Like, I didn't view us as like a rich kid. Like, it's not like we were.
No, but we didn't have struggles.
No, financial struggle, or we didn't know about it at least.
Yeah,
like,
maybe. Yeah,
you know, if they had it, we never had it. And so like, I couldn't raise my hand. I just like, I don't know what you guys went through, but like, I got what I wanted.
And what were the other people's explanations? Like single mom?
A lot of them are immigrants, like single mom, immigrant. Like I was like, bro, that's not my life.
Yeah.
Our parents, we signed up for sports. I had an SAT tutor. I went to Kumon. We went to India every year, or every other year, like vacations. Like we lived like a good life. And so I can't take that like, because I think a lot of people want to believe they lived humbly. And I think humble to me is more of like who you are as a person, whereas like how you interact and how you act. And if you grew up humbly, is that saying did you grow up poor or did you grow up like being humble? Right? There's two different definitions.
I mean, we have so many successful friends that actually grew up humbly.
Yes,
meaning their circumstances were vastly different than ours.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I couldn't raise my hand, and I think like. But I think people
want to feel like they are humbly.
Yeah. Like there's a song, old Kevin Gates song that's gone viral on TikTok. And it goes like, I grew up in the ghetto, whatever, like flipping birds, whatever it is. And it's a bunch of rich kids doing the video as a joke. Like I grew up in the ghetto. Like obviously you didn't, but I think it's a really interesting thing where I think a lot of people do want to believe they come from the struggle, like upper middle class kids, that you had some sort of like if I look at it, like I had a pretty easy life. I had good grades. I did okay SATs. I got into USC. Like my parents paid for it. I just kind of cruised into life.
Yeah, I mean, I would think about. We went to a public high school in the Valley, Granada Hills High School.
Yeah.
All of my friends that I still am in touch with, which is a lot, which is rare. Most people don't hang out with their high school friends. They all cruised.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like,
they went to Berkeley, went to UCLA, went to wherever.
They went on vacation. It's just like, I think people want there because it is cool. It does feel cool if you came from the struggle and you made it.
But then we know very close friends of ours, and you hear their background, you're like, dude, that was not my life.
I know, that's my point. That's why I couldn't raise my hand. I think I don't know if they thought I'm like a rich kid, where I'm like, oh, this guy grew up in Beverly Hills and like whatever. Like if my kids say they grew up humbly, then they should get punched in the face.
I mean, we like to joke about it. Eric Deluxe, friend of the pod, the guy didn't finish 10th grade.
I don't even know if he has to read. Yeah, I mean, a funny Eric story, which he's going to get mad for me for telling, but when I think Dominic was, 3 years old, and I think maybe brought a present for Miles or something like that, came to the house, it was bedtime, and I was like, come upstairs, we're going to put him to sleep. We were going to just read some books and we're going to go to sleep. He's like, okay, comes. And then I go, yeah, read him a story. And then afterwards, he was like, man, I was so nervous.
He was nervous that he wasn't able to read the story.
No,
Eric, you gotta say your side.
Yeah, he read the story. He was just nervous.
I was just thinking the humbly part.
Yeah.
Think about 8 Mile. Like the peak of the movie was Eminem saying Clarence grew up with 2 parents.
Yeah.
And he got clowned for that.
Yeah. That was a bad look. That's what I'm saying. Like it was a really interesting thing because I actually forgot. I think I told.
But it made Eminem look so cool that he had to grow up in a trailer.
That's my point, is that I think if you just think about, and I'm not saying all the people in that room didn't grow up humbly, but I do question that, like, everyone kind of as an adult kind of want to, I don't know why, if you grew up with resources and have money and lived an incredible life, you shouldn't brag about it. I get it. But if someone asked you, like, oh, what was your childhood like? I had everything. Like, I feel like I don't hear that. And I know a lot of people that had, I actually know an obscene amount of people that had more than everything you could ever imagine as a child. And so, but I think it's just not like socially acceptable maybe to say like, yeah, I had the best of everything. I went to the best school.
Well, I don't think people want to hear that either. So maybe that's why they don't share it. But you shouldn't claim that you had a situation which was really
I guess
against
it's
the
like,
wall.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you ask someone where do they go to college and say Boston.
Yeah, I hate that person.
Yeah,
I hate that person.
Or Philly.
Or up north.
Yeah, up north is a big one. But yeah, I mean, I think
if you say you went to school in Boston, just say you went to fucking Harvard.
Yeah, I wonder why it's like they're embarrassed.
No, I think it's the flex.
Yeah,
they want to be like, oh, where'd you go?
Yeah.
Oh, Harvard.
Yeah,
go fuck yourself.
What's the flex? The flex, you should say it.
The flex is like, I don't need to say. You're going to figure it out.
I like that. That's hot. That is good.
They all do it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
The Stanford and Harvard kids do it.
Plenty of those people in my office. I have a lot of Boston people in my office. All right, moving on. Podcast. Big podcast news. Netflix just struck a deal with Spotify, which just tells you where we're heading. They're going to display the Ringer's podcast on Netflix.
So the Ringer is Bill Simmons' creation from when he got fired from ESPN back in like 2016.
And he sold it to Spotify, right?
Sold it to Spotify for, I think, $250 million, which is what is reported. I'm sure he's got incentives because he's still working.
Mm-hmm.
He's my favorite podcaster of all time. I've been listening to him as long as he's been doing it, which is damn near 15, 16 years. I don't even know at this point. He has like a unique gift that he can talk about sports and outside like kind of that ESPN domain where you're just doing the hot takes.
Yeah.
You know, like if you watch
Is Bill Simmons only sports now? I don't know.
No. So Bill Simmons does a lot of things now. Ringer does a lot of things.
Yeah.
So he has obviously his sports pod, which is the number one thing that drives revenue. Then he's got a lot of pop culture stuff.
Yeah.
So he's got this thing called the Rewatchables, which is huge. They basically take iconic movies and break down everything about the movie.
Who the fuck is listening to that?
So White Lotus, they do the big shows. I would watch White Lotus and then listen to his pod right after.
That is dumb as shit.
And it's popular.
What is it? What are they talking about?
They break down all the things that you probably wouldn't have noticed.
Who cares?
I care.
I get it for like sports, like, you know.
Well, if you're not into sports, you're into, cinema and TV. It's the same. I think what he figured out was the same way.
Okay, so but I think the bigger news is that it's going on Netflix.
It's going on Netflix, so we have no idea what the agreement is, but he teased it on his pod that he released yesterday that they're going to up the production. I think 16 of the Ringer pods are going on Netflix.
Wow, so it's huge.
So 16 pods, he said, we're upping the production. They're going to make it like TV, basically. Their Ringer fantasy football show, like the gambling show.
Make it basically look like ESPN.
It's like ESPN.
Yeah. Well, this Netflix is betting on sports, meaning,
like Todd McShay, who's the college football guy. He's on the Ringer. Yeah. He's doing a show. It's ESPN.
I heard a very hot take on the games that are coming next year to Netflix. Big.
Oh, live rights.
Yeah.
Do they already have the deals done, or they're about to?
They're in negotiation.
I
heard a big one.
Give me a league. You don't have to tell me a team. Just give me a league.
Can't say. I'll tell you off air. I don't want to put sensitive information. But yeah, they're going after sports.
I mean, this is a big one. He's basically, this is the big FU for him. Like, look, Bill Simmons is rich as shit.
Yeah.
And he's just like, okay, I know how to make a better ESPN.
Yeah. By the way, real quickly, moving topics, but staying in sports real quickly. I got news for you. You're not going to like it.
What's that?
Big Noon Kickoff is better than Pat McAfee Game Day.
Ratings?
No, it's just better show.
Oh, no. I mean, I love Matt Leinart. He's our friend.
But Dave Portnoy is fucking crying hilarious.
I mean, he's just being Dave.
So he did something. This is funny. So he goes, I guess Illinois, Ohio State was last week, maybe? Yeah, they played. He's wearing Illinois hat, Illinois jacket. He goes, 3 ways to beat Ohio State. First one, he writes in chicken scratch writing, don't be a coward. Spells coward wrong. Just the funniest thing. 2, wear maize and blue. Basically be Michigan. Number 3, I forgot what it was. It was like so disrespectful and like everyone's screaming, yelling, booing. It's just fucking circus with him on that show. And it is hilarious.
Do you watch 2 things on the game day, which is why I think the Pat McAfee,
I'll tell you,
the field goal kick is incredible.
I just watched the clips.
And then
the pick. That's it though. That's my point. The pick where he's doing
you have to watch it.
Yeah, that part is the best where he actually gives the game.
He's trying to be Lee Corso generation 2.
Yes.
And Lee Corso granted him, you be the funny guy.
Yeah. So I think he does that part really, really well. The actual, like, if you just watched.
He's actually really well researched. I know Pat Mack gets this goofball.
No, yeah. I'm just saying, I think Portnoy is not doing any research. It's all his heart and his opinion. He doesn't even fucking care. He's just funny.
He is funny.
He's so funny.
It's not an accident he's so successful.
Yeah, yeah. It is. And
he's got a great eye for talent. I mean, you think about the people that have come through his.
He
Pat Mack came through him.
Yeah, everyone did.
Collar Daddy.
Yeah. So many people. But you got to watch. It's so funny. Crying.
I go back and forth. Yeah. The problem with the two shows, they both time commercials the same time.
The same.
Because once one goes to commercial, I go to the other, and I'm like, God damn it.
On YouTube TV, you can do split screen. So I have both on. Yeah. Amazing. All right. Big news. Some OpenAI numbers actually came out.
Yep.
Kind of shocking at some of the statistics that were shared. I think the biggest thing that I was shocked at, they have 800 million users.
Yeah.
Only 5% are paying.
I saw that.
So it's 40 million people are paying, which are generating $13 billion of ARR. Some of the 70% of the revenue come from subscriptions that, corporate subscriptions.
That's like you.
Yeah. No, but I don't know if we fall under but if you use it for the API, to use the ChatGPT API, like if you're a ChatGPT wrapper, you have to pay basically for this. So, but they're on pace to lose nearly $20 billion this year.
Doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter. It's just the math that this guy's saying on X is you're basically spending $3 for each $1
like Shield?
What?
Is it Shield?
Wasteland Capital.
Okay. Anthropic is going to do $26 billion in revenue next year.
Wow. So they're the biggest.
That's
they're bigger
big.
than these guys. That's insane. Who is Anthropic's customers? All corporate?
Must be.
I don't even know what Anthropic does.
Same shit.
AI. It's big. That's real revenue. That's fuck you revenue.
26 billion is no joke.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And you're seeing a lot of these.
It has to be B2B because I don't know anyone that uses Anthropic.
Yeah, it's got to be. It must be corporate people paying for it.
I want to share a story. So one of my best friends who you know really well, he's not technical.
Yeah.
So I'll put that out front, but very smart.
Yeah.
He started messing around with the AI agents and he's bored and he built an AI agent and he tried to explain me the whole thing and I didn't get it.
Okay.
But anyways, his end product was option trading analysis.
Okay.
So he's long two companies that he thinks he's like, if you're really bullish on a company, my agent can spit out what options you should be doing.
Okay.
And so he put a decent amount of money. So the first 80% of the money, he 2x'd.
Wow.
In less than a few months. But he kept iterating on his AI agent.
Yep.
And the last 20%, he 4x'd.
Wow.
Just option trading. It gives you the options you're supposed to buy. And he's not an options trader. He's not technical. He's just very smart and was bullish on two companies.
Wow.
And he's like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're talking in a span of 3 or 4 months.
It's insane.
And then I asked our hedge fund friend, which we always reference, I was like, you use an AI agent? He goes, oh, we have a whole team doing it.
Oh, those people. That's all
He goes, they just give it to us and then we decide what to do with it.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, look.
Retail Joe's fucked.
No, I actually think, why? Your friend technically is Retail Joe.
He is, but he's so much more qualified than Retail Joe.
Why? That he's going to really, there was a lot of data.
I asked him to send it to me, the software. He's like, I can't. He goes, I obviously send it to you, but he's like, it's like DOS. It's just on my computer.
Yeah.
So once it gets to software stage where he can just share it.
Yep. I think my view is I actually think, and what's interesting is there was a guest on CNBC forgot who it was. Someone big, and basically was referencing that everyone always used to clown retail traders. And, you know, I used to have my retail Joe voice about a schmuck that just basically, you know, got taken to the cleaners trying to ride the trade. Last week on the dip, the number one buyers of the stock was retail traders, not hedge funds. If you look at hedge fund performances for the first 9 months of the year, dog shit performance on a fucking record market. What's happened is that retail trade in aggregate is so much money.
Yeah, I
now.
saw a stat. It's like 150% up year over year retail. Retail's back.
Not only is retail back with tools like all the leverage tools of Robinhood and Coinbase and all these people, they're letting people.
But you can also ChatGPT, Anthropic, all these things and get smarter.
Get smarter. And I think like the retail market is, think about it like this. On Friday, everyone was like, oh, the shorts, hedge funds, so smart. If you bought on Friday, you fucking cleaned house.
Yeah.
The market's almost at an all-time. I think it hit an all-time high at one point today. It's like retail trader has come in and said, no, we're running the show now. And I don't know if the fact that every dip is getting bought is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
No matter what, the dip gets bought.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt the market's just going to keep going up.
Maybe it goes down 5% one day.
Yeah, it'll be like fluctuations, but if you look at if you zoom out, it's up.
Yeah, it's still going up. I'm just shocked at like
that's my point. Even with crypto, like as long as you're not levered, just relax and watch it.
Yeah, and
if you're levered, even in the stock market, you can get smoked.
Oh yeah, trading options is unfortunately a dangerous game, and that's what most people are doing right now, unfortunately. So like. But the volume of the stock market on a daily basis is just...
There's a crypto mining company that a few friends of mine bought pretty heavily into. It's called Iron. The ticker IREN.
Yeah, I see a lot of people pushing it.
It's up 13x since April.
Crazy.
It's October.
Yeah.
It's not even a full year.
Yeah. I get it. I see it. You see it everywhere. These things are happening at a speed that we've never seen before. And I think...
But they also correct at a speed that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
That's where you got to be careful.
But yeah, I mean, the last thing on ChatGPT, you know, they're focused on AGI, all this stuff, but instead they are releasing ChatGPT erotica.
Oh, porn.
Full on porn.
Images or?
It's unclear.
Or is it like a phone sex? Like,
yeah, I think it's like a text sex type situation. Insane. They had the opportunity to take a stand and just start cleaning up the next version of the internet.
Yeah, they could.
For what? For what? $10 billion? $5 billion?
They have unlimited access to capital, so they could do it all.
I mean, I don't know. Does MBS, who's going to write a check into this, want this on its fucking ChatGPT?
Well, they say Middle East is the highest consumers of porn.
But yeah, but it's like through VPNs. It's not like it's, you know, you can't just go and log in.
Like India porn's through the roof.
I'm sure it's crazy. And I don't think it's accessible there either. It's all VPNs.
They're figuring it out.
Yeah. But I'm just like, I just do not understand. Like, I don't like this for the same reason why I'm very against legalized gambling.
Weren't you the one that told me you watched Indian comics from India in India with our mom, and it was all just dirty jokes?
Oh, it's just crazy shit coming out of people's mouths.
Not like an Andrew Schultz, who's pretty measured.
No. Andrew Schultz looks like a
G-rated comic.
Yeah, not even close. Yeah, filthy, disgusting. All right. So that was it. But I'm disappointed in ChatGPT. I felt like they could have taken a stand there and not gone down this path. There's so many other people. Like, be the brand, focus, keep it clean. Kids are on this shit. He goes, it's only for adults. I mean, like, you don't think kids will figure out how to fucking pose as an adult, scan their fucking dad's ID?
I had this conversation at lunch yesterday, like how dangerous AOL chat rooms were when we were like 15.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's all child predators.
Yeah.
Yeah. Winners, losers, content.
My winner of the week is K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, you finally got hooked on that?
Well, no, my daughter's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And I didn't really pay attention to it, but then I realized she knew all the lyrics.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on
Everyone's
here?
talking about it.
And it was the number one show on Netflix. The girls, there's 3 girls. They're overnight success. They even said it in like a Fallon interview.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what an overnight success was until
I
now.
experienced it.
And I mean, the song's catchy now that my daughter listens to it nonstop. I get it. I don't know, because we've heard from a YouTube manager that Blippi spent 18 months studying child psychology before he went and started releasing his videos, and now he's one of the biggest of all time. Like, I'm very curious how this song, I don't think it's an accident. I think it's an accident for the girls. Like, they were nobodies that just had a good voice, and now they can travel the world and perform. But I don't think it's an accident, because I hear it. It's so freaking catchy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people have written catchy songs.
I know, but it's just interesting to me that they were able to kind of like One Direction it.
Yeah.
They just found 3, good looking girls that have a voice.
Yeah, but that was basically what boy bands and girl bands.
I know.
But
they're doing K-pop is just
they just found like a formula that like good to brainwash kids with. I don't know what the message of the movie or the song.
It's good. It's all positive.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed because I hear it freaking 20 hours a day at our house.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's like, I think it's going to be the big Halloween costume for this year from what I've heard from a lot of parents that.
No, it's a positive message for sure, but I'm impressed.
My winner of the week is, we talked a lot about sports today. I am, after I went to one USC game last year, and it was like a night game, Friday night. We were like 4 losses in. Didn't have the energy. Going to a football game is the greatest thing in the world. And I go to a decent amount of pro games, but it's just different energy because like, I don't have any like, maybe if when I go to a Chiefs game, like I'm like pretty passionate about the Chiefs. So like, it's like I'm on my edge making sure they win. But if I go to like a Chargers game, I don't give a shit. Like if they win, lose, whatever. But like you go to your, like, if you have a team, which I'm not like a team person, but it is so fun. Just sitting in a stadium, watching games, especially like, the fan experience just everywhere has just gotten better. And USC is a very old stadium. It's the Coliseum. And it's not nice. Like it's generally a pretty dumpy.
The 84 Olympics were there for context.
On the other side of the stadium, not the student side, the other side, which I hadn't sat in like fucking 10 years on, has a level of food that is so nice. It's all...
That's where the boosters sit.
Yeah. It's all...
You had booster seats. I know where you sat.
Yeah. But it was amazing. And the main thing was like all the food you just order on fucking screen. So you'd have to wait in line. It's just, they're getting more and more and more efficient of the way you get in and kind of enjoy the experience. It's so fun.
You know what the other takeaway I had? So we obviously have close Michigan friends that you went to the game with, and we all hung out kind of before. I didn't go to the game. But I don't know if it's just a victim of our age. Our whole conversation, we're going to get our ass kicked. He's like, no, we're going to get our ass kicked.
Well, it's important. You know why? No, that's a function. It's important to be self-deprecating and act like you're going to lose so that you're setting yourself up for not being disappointed.
Because the whole pregame, we're like, oh, we suck.
Yeah, because we don't want to jinx it. That was all mind game. I knew we were going to win. Loser.
Oh, man. I listened to a podcast, Plain English, Derek Thompson. He's from The Atlantic, also works for The Ringer. I don't know if he's one of the 16 shows that's going to be on Netflix. Fantastic podcaster. He did a whole podcast on how the decline of Hollywood in Los Angeles. And
like filming?
So I'll explain it. So there's a Wall Street Journal article that came out last week just describing 40% fewer box office tickets. This is actually a staggering number. Pre-COVID, so you do 2019 to 2024. The other years don't matter, right? Because world is back to normal. 1.2 billion box office tickets and movies were sold in 2019. What do you think the number was?
What was it?
1.2 billion in America.
Actual physical tickets.
Physical tickets.
Okay.
What do you think it was in 24?
700 million.
Exactly. It's exactly right. So that's down dramatically.
Yeah.
Production jobs in Los Angeles specifically, like writers, sound effects guys, down 40%. The jobs.
Yeah.
And there's this like existential crisis going on with Hollywood within Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That the whole economy is falling apart.
Yeah.
And there's 40% fewer shows being produced year over year.
Yep.
And I just really wonder what the effects are to the Los Angeles economy.
Yeah. So I think about this a lot, and especially, I don't know if people know, this is LA Tech Week. So there's a lot of events, there's a lot of things, and I haven't had time to go to anything, but last night our bank did something. So like I wanted to go support them. So I went, and I went by myself. I didn't know anyone. So I was just talking to fucking random people. I'm not optimistic on Hollywood. I'm very optimistic of like new industries, and like the amount of people that are in defense tech capital of the world is
El Segundo.
Because like all the heritage,
Anduril,
SpaceX is here, Anduril's here, Tesla's here, but like think 50 years ago, McDonnell Douglas, those companies,
Northrop Grumman.
Yeah, they're all here. So like the talent's here, the ecosystem's
Caltech's here.
Yeah, and I think while Hollywood is facing its existential crisis, these new industries, like this modern defense tech industry, there's a lot of AI companies being built in LA as well. So I think it's too desirable a place to live. It will change who lives here though. Like it will get, the creatives will have to unfortunately move out.
So there's a few bullet points that I thought were fascinating because I'm obviously not in Hollywood, so I don't think about it.
Yeah.
One of the reasons box office is down so big, like just from an aggregate number, that China, Japan have gotten better at making movies for their own audience. Whereas 15 years ago, they just wanted the explosion movies from America. So Fast and Furious is getting crushed.
Yeah.
Marvel's getting crushed. And they're getting their own native movies that they want to see.
Yep.
Russia is off the map, illegal to put a U.S. Hollywood movie. Mm-hmm. So you lose that market.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of it. And then the other part of it, if Marvel and all these people that you spend, $500-600 million making aren't going to resonate internationally anymore.
Yeah.
Then you're going to the Sinners of the world. Sinners crushed.
Yeah.
But that's like a freaking
one movie
unicorn.
Yeah.
It's this musical horror movie, like with one of the most brilliant directors of all time.
We all have a lot of friends who are in the industry and actors, and they all say it's, as the kids say, it's cooked. Hollywood's cooked.
And so the only silver lining I heard from the pod was that with all these AI tools, a lot of jobs are gone.
Yeah.
Like trailers, all that shit's
editing,
gone. All that's gone. But it gives the ability for a young creative person to go raise $1 million, $2 million from family and friends
and put out something.
You put on YouTube, maybe you get some traction, and then you get.
But you don't have to be in LA for that.
No,
that's the point. If you think about like LA is a birth around Hollywood.
Because what would have been a $40 million movie, you could probably make for 1 to 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the whole economy of LA, restaurants, lunches, power lunches, that's Hollywood.
I don't think defense tech eat lunch.
I don't think
they eat Doritos.
I don't think Palmer Lucky's going to Beverly Hills Hotel.
No. Fuck no. I think he lives around there though.
Maybe, but he's not going there.
No.
They won't even let him in with this hair.
And shorts. That's fascinating. So my loser is I have a problem officially with DJT and its tariffs.
Okay.
What he said Friday was insane, which he kinda basically, back, I know it was a misunderstanding, but it was like 100% tariffs. Now that you hear like how, when he first said all the tariff shit, no one really took it seriously. So like the business world didn't, some people made changes, some people didn't. But now everyone's like, I got an email today with the new 100% tariff. I'm like, it's not real. And then someone's like, it could be. And then what are you going to do? I'm like, fuck, if that's real, that is bad. And so I'm very, I want to know how hard this guy's going to push the tariffs. Like, is it like no holding back? I have to win this war. So I will risk cost of consumer goods to get leverage over China. Like, it's like, I'm surprised, honestly. I know they keep delaying it, the actual policy, but it's still inflated.
Yeah, and I think November 1st is the date
For the 100%.
100%. Which would be catastrophic.
That means if you have goods on a boat right now, which a lot of fucking people do.
Yeah, it's holidays.
Yeah. Most of these goods, a lot of goods are already here, right? Like big companies, Walmart, shit like that. Those goods got here in September. They're fine. But like a small business.
I mean, when we did Black Friday for Reckless and Five
we were landing goods
second
a day
week in
before.
November, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, imagine if you got $1 million sitting on a boat and it comes at
$2 million. You're out of business.
What?
You're out of business.
Yeah, you're just gonna leave you don't take the goods.
But they'll levy your bank account.
Yeah. Well, you don't clear it. You know how many goods are sitting in bonded warehouses all over the country?
You remember in COVID during 2020, you saw all those ships with goods that couldn't get in? Is that what's going on right now? I haven't seen.
I don't think so.
I haven't seen your boy Ryan Peterson tweet that much about this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure
maybe it's too sensitive.
His guy's hands full. All right, content,
USC Notre Dame.
Okay.
As a USC fan.
Yeah.
This is a do or die.
Yeah.
We win. We likely go to the playoffs.
No, we still have Oregon.
I know, but you can lose two. You can't lose
we
3.
already lost one.
Yeah. You can lose Oregon.
And we have at Nebraska.
Nebraska we're going to beat.
I don't know. I don't believe any of that. Until we start really winning, I'm not claiming shit.
I'm not claiming. I'm just saying we need to win.
My content, you had recommended it, and I downloaded it and I listened to it on the plane the other day. I haven't listened to the whole thing, 30 minutes of it, but it's been good on the founder of Skims.
Oh yeah.
Jens.
Yeah.
I started listening to his Invest Like the Best with Patrick
O'Shaughnessy, yeah.
Yeah. Really good. So far, very interesting. But I don't even think he had gotten talking about Skims yet. He was really talking about
but his background's fascinating.
Yeah,
just he didn't come from goods.
Yeah, but it's more. Yeah, I think it was more interesting, like the way he thinks. I think if you're a creative, it's really worth listening to because like his thought process and how he thinks about, how his compares. He did a whole little comparison to Kim Kardashian to Michael Jordan, and it made total sense of like how he was thinking about it. And how he's thinking about the category. If you're in retail, like you have to listen to it. It's so fucking good.
So I'll add one more. Yeah, no, it was an incredible pod, and he's obviously him and it's his wife too.
Yeah,
they're both very impressive folks.
Yeah, it's insane.
That crushed multiple different industries. At lunch yesterday, I haven't read it yet, but I'm gonna put it as content as well. So Colossus, which is Patrick O'Shaughnessy's
everyone's talking about the Josh Kushner piece.
That one.
Yeah,
and
it's online though, right?
Yeah, everything's free. It's online. And at lunch with a friend, he read the Josh Kushner thing and he was like, I always was a hater. And then I read this and I was like, damn, he's right too many times to be a hater.
No, he's fucking.
No, but it was funny for him to come to that conclusion.
Yeah, no, Josh Kushner's a beast.
No, I know he's a beast.
Josh and Jared.
Yeah, they both are.
Jared, the mechanic, that Invest Like the Best episode is unbelievable with Jared Kushner.
The thing, my only thing with Invest Like the Best, and I think they do a great job, and I love how much he's giving for free.
Yeah.
Away, all these stories and this and that. My only issue, and I've talked to people that have actually been on, they're just it's like a teleprompter. I know what I'm about to say. It's not like what we just did for the last hour.
Yeah.
We're having a free flowing conversation, no script.
Yeah, but a lot of people, it's hard for people to do that. There are
these are some of the most successful people in the world.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that he interviews that are just not good orators and they don't know how to communicate. They're brilliant, but they're not meant for this medium. So yeah, so you should be coached for the production quality that he wants and a good conversation. That's why the podcasts that are the most popular are free flowing conversation because real reactions, real stories.
Yeah, that's what like Rogan always says. After hour 2 is when I get to the meat of it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think there's a world
because most of his Invest Like the Best, they're 2.5, 3 hour conversations that he cuts to an hour.
Yeah, that's fine, but
it still works. I'm not saying
he fills a different void.
Yeah,
right. He's not. I don't treat him like entertainment.
It's
I treat
like
him more
60
education.
minutes. It's like 60 minutes.
But I treat him more like education than I do entertainment.
Because even 60 minutes, those interviews are hours and they give you 5 minutes.
Yeah. Like, what is going on in Iran?
Yeah.
The guy took 6 years to get the interview and it's like a 5 minute and then in between like a cat commercial. All right, everyone have a great weekend. We will see you back here Sunday. Oh, we have some shout outs. Sorry, my bad.
YouTube comments and
first comment on YouTube. Ed Diaz, waited forever for my shoes, but so happy I waited. They have been great. I own a pop-up food tent and constantly on my feet. Oh, this is Alice Gray's shoes. Shout out to Steve. Glad you got the shoes. That's amazing. Shout out from Tommy. Shout out to my friend Patrick, who ran a personal record at the Chicago Marathon in 3 hours and 22 minutes.
Wow,
Jesus
he's a
Christ.
freaking beast.
Yeah, what a beast who's constantly upping his game. After a tough Missouri loss to Alabama and a few beers, he bounced back big time on Sunday. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, can't root against Alabama. You can get your PR, but you ain't beating Alabama. Next from Jonathan. Shout outs to group chat #1 pod. Thank you very much. Lastly from Ayala. Please give a big shout out to my husband, Aria, who is a huge Kathy, is turning 25 this Thursday and just became a first-time dad last week. Congratulations. He has been an incredible dad so far, and I can't wait to watch him continue to grow in this role. Congrats. Oh, big shout out to our friend Angelo, who listens to the pod, on his first child.
Yeah, that's right.
Congratulations.
Last week, right?
All right, everyone. Have a great weekend. Go get outside, watch some football.
I'm sure Angelo has time to listen to this, so he'll hear this.
All right, guys. Bye.